The first card you have for your past is the Five of Wands. So yeah, this card can be kind of crazy, mess, busy, running around, all of that kind of thing. I am seeing that you're very busy, very, very, very busy. And I think you had some demanding people around you, actually. More than one, actually. I'm seeing more than one demanding person you had around you. I think you were actually used to having this around your workplace, I'm sad to say. But I think at this time you were very strict with what you would allow people to expect of you, if that makes sense. You knew what was reasonable and you knew where your limits were, and you weren't prepared to kind of just give in to anyone who kind of expected you to do ridiculous things. And, you know, this is what you're like. Once you make up your mind, you're kind of stubborn, not in a bad way, but in a very determined way. It's like, you know, you make up your mind, that's it. And whether it's to do something or not do something, whatever that is, nobody can change your mind. No one can. I'm not even seeing you feeling frustrated by this. It's like you just drew a line and then stuck to it. It's like, I'm not crossing that line. I can do so much and that is it. I'm not going to do any more. I'm not going to do ridiculous things. I can only do what I can do, and I'm only prepared to do a certain amount of things or whatever it was. So I am actually seeing one specific person complaining quite a lot, trying to push you into doing more than you want to do, or something that wasn't reasonable or something like that. And again, you know, you just weren't changing. You weren't going to move. You were clear, very, very clear about what you would and wouldn't do. And, you know, they just had to listen to you. I'm also seeing someone, and this is around the workplace again, I'm seeing someone mirroring you. Because sometimes in this card, I see a lot of copying, repetition. Because all of these people in this card, they all look very similar. They all have the same kind of wand. They're all kind of similar height, similar build. This is like a fight that everyone's all exactly the same. There's no kind of standout person in this. So I am seeing someone copying you. I don't think they were doing this I don't think they were doing this in a bad way. I mean, a lot of the time, obviously, copying is not a good thing if someone copies you. But I think this is about someone who is a bit younger than you, someone around the workplace. You might have been training them, you might have been teaching them, and maybe they weren't quite confident enough yet to do things in their own way, so they did whatever it was in exactly the same way, step by step, as the way you did. And I don't think you minded this. I think you kind of knew that they had a way to go and they had to find their own way eventually. And I think you've really progressed in terms of not letting a lot of things bother you, especially these kind of frustrating, difficult people. I think a while ago you might have been a bit upset. I don't think you would have been bad-tempered or anything, but I think it might have got to you. You know, you might have been thinking, a while ago you would have been thinking, why do these people think this of me? Why do they think I'm some silly pushover fool, some doormat? It really is, I'm really downtrodden. I feel really bad about this. But now at this time, you didn't feel like that. It was like you elevated yourself. You thought of yourself as better than that. And when someone came and gave you some ridiculous demand, you didn't say, oh, this person thinks I'm this. It didn't enter your head what they thought of you. You just saw this as a thing coming up to you, saying, do this thing, and you said no. And that was that. There was no kind of, how does this person feel about me? Do they think I'm this? You kind of took that out of the equation, if that makes sense. And so you became a lot stronger because of that, a lot calmer because of that. You kind of just calmly saying no to people. I hope that makes sense. So the next card you have for your past is the Hierophant. So yes, again, this card can be about teaching someone looking up to you, someone learning, someone listening to you, like these two monks are kind of sitting there learning from this Hierophant. So yeah, I'm seeing that again in this card. I'm also seeing someone around you who maybe you wished would listen to you and they weren't listening to you. I'm seeing, I hope this is going to make sense, but I'm seeing someone who might live around you or with you or near you, someone who's very close, but this is your living situation. They might have been a little bit angry about something. They might have been, yeah, quite unreasonable. This is someone who's quite unreasonable. Yeah, they might have been a neighbour, they might have been someone around your home, near your home, or something like that. I keep on seeing neighbour, it might not be, but it might be. Don't be afraid if this doesn't resonate. I'm not seeing someone coming around to your house, bashing your door down or stalking you or anything terrible like that. But I am seeing someone who kind of has some kind of wrong idea about you, or a wrong idea about something they think you've done or something like that. You might dread seeing this person, and if it's a neighbour, you might dread seeing them when you come out of your home or something like that. I am getting a very horrible feeling. It's like a sinking feeling around this, so maybe this is how you feel when you see them. But if you're worried about this, if you're worried that they might take things further, try not to, because I'm not seeing anything that you've done wrong or anything that they could actually do or accuse you of doing. They might say things to you like, oh, I'll get the police, and I'll do this, and I'll accuse you of this, and I'll take you to court, and also they might say all sorts of silly things like that, but they can't. They know they can't deep down. I think they know that if they took whatever false thing they're making up in their head to court, the police and the judge and everyone, they just laugh at them. So they really don't have anything around this. It really is nothing. And I think, they're trying to they have some silly rule made up in their head, because the Hierophant's all about rules and regulations and strict things and, organized religion, all of that kind of thing. And this person thinks they're the right one, they're the good one, they're going along doing something, and they think that you're the kind of rebellious one, you're the crazy one, you're the bad one, or something like that. Now, you're just minding your own business. You're not, you're not holy or any of these things. You're just a normal person. But they think you're something different. I don't know. They've got some crazy idea in their head. But you've done nothing wrong. There's nothing they can accuse you of. There's nothing they can take you to court over. There's nothing they can call the police about. They'd just be wasting all of these people's time if they did that. And so you really have nothing to worry about. They're not going to come and, bother you or do any terrible things to you. And I think that after a while, they probably realise that. They're probably going to realise, they've got nothing to kind of put on you or anything like that. And this is going to die down after a while. It's going to be peaceful after a while. They're going to just avoid you after a while. I mean, you're not going to be best friends or anything like that, but they're going to just avoid the whole thing. They'll probably see you and not say anything probably in the future. So things are going to be peaceful eventually. So if you're stressed about this, if this is going on around you right now, I know this is in the past, but if this is still going on, that's what I'm seeing about that. Don't stress too much about that. So yes, the last card you have for your past is the 9 of Cups. So yeah, this could be the wish card. This can be about people being smug. It can be about a lot of different things, actually. I think this is about how someone is trying to appear to other people, but they don't actually feel the way they're appearing. That's what I'm seeing. This is about, and I'm seeing nervousness around this as well. So you could have been in a relationship, or maybe you're just talking to someone, but this is a love situation, some kind of connection like that. I'm seeing there's some nervousness or some apprehension or something like that, and I think this might have been coming from you, because I think someone might have been trying to get closer to you, but maybe you were afraid of letting your guard down or something like that. I actually think there might have been a past relationship, your past relationship, where some barriers you had were eroded or broken down or pulled down or something like that, and you didn't want them to be. Someone really overstepped the boundaries with you in a way that you really, really didn't like. They really hurt you. And I think maybe these old feelings were subconsciously being triggered by something this new person was doing or saying to you. And I don't think they realised, I don't think they meant it. It might have been something they said, little things, the new person, but it wasn't anything bad. It was just something that triggered off a feeling in you. That's what I'm seeing. And this is all what happened to you in the past. This is all about your old relationship. So maybe you didn't say anything to this person. They really wanted to come close to you. And I don't think you said, don't come close to me or anything like that. I think they felt this barrier. You were putting up some kind of a barrier and they felt it. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, this is what I'm seeing. The man on this card, he looks really content, he looks happy on the outside, but he's hiding his feelings, and that's what's going on behind this curtain. So nobody knows how this man in this card really feels, and he's alone as well. So maybe this person who was trying to get close to you, they might have been picking up on your energy, your protective energy toward yourself. That's how you're doing, you're trying to protect yourself. And they kind of weren't sure what to do. They might have felt that you were pushing them away or something like that. I don't think this person's going to give up on you. I don't think they were at this time. But they had this feeling, they kind of felt pushed away from you. So if this resonates and you're still going through this, you're still feeling like this, try to think about where these triggers are coming from and whether this person deserves you pulling away from them. I don't think they do, actually. Now, this is kind of a separate thing from whether you want to be with them or not. That's different. But if you're pulling away from them because of something that a past person's done, that's really not fair on them. And I don't think you're meaning to be unfair on them. I think this might be something that's in your subconscious. You're just reacting from something that happened to you in your past. That's what I'm seeing. Now, you're really good at putting up barriers. You're good at putting up barriers around work. That's what I'm seeing in the Five of Wands. You clearly tell people what you're happy with, what you're not happy with, what you want, what you don't want. It's a lot more difficult in love. I know that. And, I can see why it is. Love isn't something, you can't measure love. You can't put it in a chart. You can't, tick it or cross it like you can. It's not something that goes on a list. It's not something that's like in the workplace. It's something that's kind of, it's all about feelings. Feelings are beautiful, but sometimes they're messy. Sometimes they're painful. Sometimes they're difficult. Sometimes they're hard to kind of grasp properly. You are over whoever this was in your past, in this past relationship. But you're probably not over the feelings that you went through and the situations you were in at this time. It was obviously very difficult, whatever it was. I think this needs to be addressed, whether this is through meditation, counselling, reading something, sitting by yourself and working through this. I think something needs to be done for this. This isn't about this person. This isn't about this new person. This is about you and how this old person, this old relationship, this past relationship made you feel about yourself and how it's causing you to approach other things in your life, not just this one person. And I think, this is the Nine of Cups. If you address this properly, you can have the Ten of Cups with someone, whether it's with this person, whether it's with someone else, whether it's with friends, whether it's with relatives. You can have that Ten of Cups feeling if you address this, but you're not quite there. You have the Nine of Cups. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is Death. So, yes, again, if this reading's resonating with you, if this whole past resonated with you, this is about needing to letting go of some old situations to make way for new situations. That's what the Death card is about. Beautiful new beginnings, but you're going to have to lose something or say goodbye to something to make that happen. So, there were some situations that you were in, obviously around this ex, where your barriers were really pushed down, they were eroded. I'm seeing that. And this is about this feeling that you get when this new person says certain things or does certain things, and they trigger off these old feelings, even though they haven't done anything wrong. I'm not saying they've done anything wrong or they're doing anything wrong. Now, you might not be able to even understand why you feel this way, but it's just like you have a feeling and it pushes a barrier up. You have this feeling and you push it up. That's what I'm seeing. You're not thinking, I don't like this person, I'm going to put this barrier up. No, you're not thinking anything. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. And just remember where this is coming from if you can. Try and find some way where you can get over these old feelings. Because again, the Death card, it's all about letting go to enable you to progress toward your future. So this is what you have to let go of. You have to let go of this old relationship baggage from your old relationship. Now, if this is something really serious, if this is some kind of abuse situation or something very serious like that, definitely get some counselling or do something to really help yourself to get over this. So the next card you have for your present is the King of Cups. Yes. Yeah, this is all coming up. This is really this old situation that's making you throw up these barriers, This is a big key to this whole reading. I keep on seeing this in this reading. I'm seeing that in this as well. This is about this ex, and I don't mean to keep on talking about them if this is someone who really hurt you, but this is coming up because it's telling you you have to address this. That's what I'm seeing if this resonates with you. So this is about, excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. Yeah. Manipulation. You're around a manipulator in your past. This is someone who promised not to go too far with you, or they promised that they wouldn't do certain things, and they did. They damaged you. They did really horrible things, actually. They kept on breaking their promises. They promised not to do it. You forgave them. They did it over and over and over again. That's what I'm seeing in this. I'm seeing a cycle. I'm seeing these waves rolling up and down, up and down. It happened over and over and over again. But you forgave them because you love them, but then they kept on doing it over and over again. If you look at this King of Cups, his eyes, King of Cups, his eyes are looking one way, but his body is facing the other way. So we're never really sure what this King of Cups is thinking or what he's doing. So this is about hiding things. This is about manipulation, all of that kind of thing. And that's what this person was doing to you in your past. More than that, but this was a big part of it. So, just remember, this new person isn't the same as the old person. It's a different person. And you deserve a future with someone who's loving, who's kind, who isn't anything like this old person, who thinks about you, who cares about you, who cares about how you feel. Now, it might be with this person you're with now, or it might not. It might be with someone else. But I know this is going to sound blunt, but it won't be with anyone until you get over these roadblocks, whatever this is. I need to tell you what I'm seeing, because that's what I'm seeing in this reading, and it's kind of keeps on standing out to me, and it's forcing me to give you these messages. The last card you have for your present is the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, I'm seeing you with your head down working. Obviously, I'm seeing this literally. You're working on what you're able to do, what you're able to reasonably do. The man on this card, he's completely tunnel visioned. He's kind of concentrating on what he's doing. He wouldn't notice what was happening around him. An elephant would walk past him and he probably wouldn't even notice. He'd just keep on working. That's how you are. That's how you were in the Five of Wands. That's how you are still now. I am seeing some people around you might be, that one very difficult person might be trying to distract you, get you to do this, get you to do that. Oh, this is urgent. Look at this. Can you look over here? I need you to talk to. Oh, let's have a meeting. I need to stop what you do. No, you didn't. You kept going. You kept going no matter what. That's what you're doing, or that's what you are doing. This is in your present. And, your work's really, really important to you. I'm seeing that. And I think, at this time when you're going through this really difficult time with this ex, I think your work could have been like a refuge to you or something like that. It kept you going. It was kind of the stable thing in your life when everything else was kind of falling down around you. And you wouldn't let anyone or anything get in the way of you doing your work. And you're like that now. And that might be something that you learned from that time, that you wouldn't let anyone kind of erode your barriers when it came to work. That's what I'm seeing there. So the first card you have for your future is the Six of Wands. So I think this person in the Nine of Cups, this person who wants to come close to you, they're still going to want that. They're not giving up on you. I'm seeing that again. I think this person really sees a future with you. And yeah, this is the victory card. So this is what they want with you. They want a victory with you. And I think they are determined to get that victory with you. I think they're going to do that. They're going to do whatever it takes to get that with you. They're not going to be forceful. They're not going to be pushing ahead to do that. They're not going to do that. I think what they're going to do is they're going to take their cues from you. So if you pull back, then they're going to pull back. If you come forward, they're going to come forward. If you call and say, I want to do this, they'll say, yes, that's great. If you don't call for a few days, they won't bother you. They'll just leave you. So they're waiting. They're being very patient. They're waiting. Well, they're not very patient inwardly, but outwardly, they're waiting to get cues for you. They're trying to be very kind of, what's the word? They're being very considerate of your feelings. That's what I'm seeing. So this is a very good person. This is a very, very good person. Now, of course, they want a future with you, but of course it's up to you as to whether you see a future with them or not. But again, think about whether it's your past that's giving you these mixed feelings toward this person, or whether it's them. But it doesn't matter what the situation is. Even if you're not with anyone, there's a lot of baggage left over from your past, and you need to address it. That's all the way through this reading, so I have to keep on repeating what I'm seeing. I'm sorry, I know I sound repetitive, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. The next card you have for your future is the Two of Wands. So yes, this person is acting patient on the outside, but sorry about that noise. They're optimistic as well. They're optimistic that they'll be victorious because you have the victory card. They're optimistic that they're going to come close to you, definitely. They might be, they're impatient, but they're not showing you that. They're not showing you that. I'm seeing them thinking, I want to go out into the world. I want to do this. I want to do that. There's so many things I want to do, so many places I want to go. I want to take them with me on my journey. But I'm not sure if that's what they want. Do they want it or not? Sometimes I feel like they do. Other times I feel like they're pushing me away, or they're just getting away from me, or they're just going quiet. Sometimes I just don't know what they're thinking. I just want to know where I am with them. But I do love them. I do want to be with them. So I'm prepared to wait. That's what this person's thinking. If you look at this man, he's looking out into the future. He has the globe in his hand. He's thinking, where am I going to go? I want to go somewhere. But someone who I want to take with me might not come with me. Because if you look at the wand behind him, I'll move that down so you can see, it's kind of bolted to the wall. It's bolted to the wall behind him. So he's thinking, is this person going to come with me, or are they going to stay here bolted to the wall? Do they want me or don't they? So they're going through a lot of angst. They're going through a lot of angsty kind of things, and that's why they're impatient. But they're not going to be showing you that. They want you to see that they care for you and that they're patient around you. That's what I'm seeing. So we'll move that up again. The last card you have for your future is the King of Wands. So yes, this king, he's sitting there on his throne. He has fire in his head. So he's wanting to move forward. He wants to come forward with you. He's not very patient inside his head, but his body physically is sitting there. His body is not rushing forward. He's holding onto his wand. So he's thinking, I'm going to get up and go. I want to, but I'm not going to do that yet. So this person wants a future with you. Same thing again. They want to move up with you. They want to move forward with you. They want things to happen with you, but they're waiting for you. They're waiting for cues from you. They're patient, or they're showing you they're patient. They want you to see they're patient, even though they're not feeling like that. And they want to move forward, but they're not. They're not. They're waiting for you. This is a good person. This is a good person. Obviously, again, it's up to you whether you want to be with them or not. Obviously, you have your own say, not me. But I am seeing they're a good person, whether they're the person for you or not. And they're waiting, and they're prepared to wait, and they're prepared to do whatever it takes to have a future with you. That's what I'm seeing.